Hello and welcome aboard the Hurricane SunDeck Sport 202 IO. It's an incredibly versatile deck boat with plenty of styling, ready for action. Let's take a look. Take a look at the incredible amount of space we've got up here in the bow of the 202. That 8-foot 6-inch beam, incredible. We've brought that all the way forward. You're just going to have an enormous amount of seating and space. On a 20-foot boat, you're really going to appreciate that. This boat holds up to 10 passengers, and as you can see, there's plenty of room for everyone. Incredible forward lounges, forward-facing lounges. Very easy to get comfortable up here. There's actually even room enough for an optional bow table here that we've got taken out right now, but you can get that, make really two nice conversation pits along with the one back in the cockpit area. I want to show you also, we've got a nice step up to an oversized forward deck. Really beautiful, covered with that non-skid surface, of course. We've got a nice big anchor locker with those chafing grooves that's going to hold your line in place and keep it from getting cut as your boat moves around. We've got that flip down telescoping boarding ladder as well that nests away neatly into the deck. Stainless steel hardware everywhere, some nice touches like these docking lights up here when you're bringing that boat home to the dock at the end of the day. Just gives you that extra sense of comfort and security. Nice steps down into the forward seating area here. You'll see nice touches like these stainless steel speaker covers, again that non-skid surface, stainless cup holders everywhere. And I wanted to point out, since this boat is really designed for versatility, you can get an optional aerated live well up here. This also doubles as a cooler. So if you're not fishing, of course, that'll just be a self-draining cooler that really latches securely and again converts into a step. Also, little touches like these stainless steel grab rails around the front. When you're underway, especially if you've got a lot of people on board, you just want your passengers to feel secure that they've got a convenient place to hold on to. Also on the port side here, you'll see that there's also a step. So when you pull up into the dock head on, bow first, another very easy entry point into the boat from the dock. Incredible amount of storage up here. Just lift those cushions up and you can get all the things you need for a day on the water. In keeping with the concept of the SunDeck Sport philosophy of utilizing every square inch you possibly can for storage and for seating, you'll really appreciate this. Even under the seats here, you can see as these two lounges come together, use this entire area under here. Very deep locker, perfect spot for a cooler. We've also got this rubber gasket around the outside here, so when it closes it's going to be very secure and it's not going to rattle when you're underway. That's one of the things, just nice little touches like that really separate this boat from the pack. As you can see, we've got this snap-in Berber carpet here. This is very, very easy. I'll show you something here. Very, very easy to use. Take it out of the boat if you want to clean it. Leave it in the boat. It's very easy on the feet, but you know, like I said, when you take that carpet out, you can just hose the rest of the boat down. Everything's going to drain overboard. Little trick, when you've got the snap-in carpet, instead of having to snap each one of those down by hand, you can just step on them like that, and you're going to know it's secure. A little easier on the knees, obviously. Quite a time saver as well. Let's take a look at this in-floor locker. Incredible amount of space here. You can see we've got life jackets and everything else in there. Extremely deep locker. Again, that's self-draining and very, very easy to take care of. Take a look at the helm station here on the 202. Really beautiful. Has everything you need, but it's kind of a compact package here. Got this little screen windshield here. Keep that sunlight off of the gauges. Beautiful wood grain trim here. All your key gauges right at your fingertips. Very easy to read. Switches right where you need them to be. This particular boat has an optional fusion radio system that's just incredible. I just wanted to show you this. You put your iPod directly in here so you don't have the cords hanging out. Isn't that a nice feature? Just pop it in there, and you know it's going to be protected from the weather and any kind of moisture. Control is very easy. There's also another control toward the rear swim platform, which we'll look at in a second. I wanted to show you this easy touch wood grain steering wheel here, adjustable, just great for getting comfortable behind the wheel. Another thing I wanted to point out on this Hurricane, if you've ever left your boat overnight and found that your battery had run down, that's because sometimes you can have one of these switches on and not even be thinking about it in your rush to get off the boat at the end of the day. All you do on this boat, simply click off that master power, and that shuts down everything on the entire boat. While all the passenger comfort has been thought about in the 202, I definitely want to point out a neat feature here. The captain's chair is actually really a chair and a half. Plenty of room to get comfortable in this boat. Again, with that beautiful upholstery, lumbar support here, just beautiful attention to detail here. But just check out how wide it is. Any position that you want to turn, you're just really going to find a good place to get comfortable while you're driving this boat. Of course, also, great feature here, sit up on that bolster and just get a different perspective of things. When you're underway, put it back down. But when you're coming into the dock, the marina, especially in the evening, improve that visibility just a little bit more with that bolster. You can see an incredible attention to detail back here in the cockpit lounge. Nice big U-shaped lounge, that contrasting upholstery touches, just beautiful. I got a rear-facing backrest here with a nice padded headrest. So if you're spotting folks back riding on tubes, wakeboards, water skiing, whatever, you're really going to have a great seat here. Plenty of storage under these seats as well. We've also got access to the engine, we'll show you in a second. Also, this is that removable table we were talking about, this cocktail table here. You can take it out and store it if you need to, but if you've got lots of folks on board, they're really going to appreciate this for snacks and to put their drinks in these stainless cup holders. Wanted to point out the little molded ridge we've got here, so anything that you put inside of here is not going to slide off when you're underway. As we said before, the bow area also has one of these receivers for an optional second table. Really handy. Let's take a look at the Bimini top now. As you can see, it's that extremely strong and beautiful stainless steel, the round tube stainless steel. It's a very strong, very secure frame. When you're underway and you have this up, it's just going to feel very stable even when you're up at speed. Of course, right now we've got it zipped up in this protective boot we wanted to show you. For transport, and any time that you're not going to be using it, keep it zipped up in this protective boot. It's really going to help it last a lot longer. I wanted to show you right behind the cockpit lounge here, we've got more of these stainless steel grab handles. The idea behind that is just to make sure that your passengers have that sense of security, that they've always got a convenient spot to grab onto if you hit a wave the wrong way or something like that, especially folks that don't get out on boats very often. So they're really going to appreciate that extra sense of security with those grab handles. Of course, we've got a couple of nice stainless steel cup holders back there as well. Everywhere you look on this boat, and you've seen a lot of them so far, you're going to find one of those convenient cup holders. Moving back on top of the engine hatch here, you're going to see this big sun lounge here. Extremely thick padding, that multi-density foam that we've got throughout the boat. It just has a nice soft give to it. Yeah, it's very firm underneath. Again, carrying back through that upholstery design. And take a look at this bolster that goes around the outside. If you're laying up here, you don't want to get that feeling that you might roll off. So just that extra little security, that extra little bolster is really going to make you feel safe and secure when you're back here catching rays. Moving back to the extended rear swim platform, we'll show you in a second. Got these two steps up, covered in that non-skid surface, access to the battery compartment here, and here's what I was talking about before, that convenient access remote control to the stereo. Why do you need that? If you're hanging out back here, sitting on the sun pad, getting ready to put on your wakeboard, getting ready to put on your water skis or hop in a tube or something like that, again, we got an expansive area back here to get ready for your water sports action. But isn't it nice to not have to walk all the way back up to the helm station to get your radio geared up to the right song to get you ready for that wakeboard run? Well, I really hope you enjoyed this look at the Hurricane SunDeck Sport 202IO. Beautiful boat, incredible styling, perfect for any activity you might find on the water. Till next time, this is Captain Steve.